Coming up on SUTV, we'll talk about Valentine's Day and much more.
And we'll catch you up on everything you need to know about Thunderbird Athletics.
Welcome to SUTV News. I'm Bria Hansen.
And I'm Hannah McKeever.
Housing in Cedar City never seems to get any better as SUU students continue searching for a place to live.
As more students get accepted into SUU, housing becomes a bigger and bigger issue. Returning students are finding it hard to secure housing.
So I applied to an apartment at the beginning of February, and they opened at the beginning of January, and I got put on the wait list. Although I'm only like 4th or 5th on the wait list, but the fact that I applied a month after they opened and 2 months into the semester is kind of crazy, and that there's basically no housing. I found my apartment right now actually mid-June, and my lease technically started in July, but I only moved in beginning of September because that's all I could find. So.
Cedar City and SUU simply do not have the capacity to house new and returning students, resulting in local hotels and motels to take in said college students. Although these students are taking residence, they are finding it hard due to lack of certain amenities and other needs. Yet prices continue to raise as students scramble just to find a roof to live under, checking any and all websites, some even opting to live in the university dorms.
Okay, so while finding housing, I actually went a little bit too late on that one, so I had to look all over the place because housing on campus actually filled incredibly fast, and because of that I had to find housing off campus in one of the hotels that was offering it for students, but because of that there's no Wi-Fi there unless you pay extra for it, which I thought would be fine and I'm regretting now a lot. But it's been a hassle finding housing outside of campus.
On Valentine's Day, SUU Student Association hosted the Cupid's Carnival in the Student Center living room. Students had the opportunity to make cutout hearts with notes for their partners. There was also caricature artists available throughout the event. The carnival provided a good opportunity for those who did not have plans for the day and was available to all students. There was music, arts, and crafts, and an overall good time.
On February 9th, SUU's Thin Line Comedy Group hosted an anti-Valentine's Day show in the Sterling Church Auditorium. The night opened with 2021 Battle of the Bands winner Lillian Van Dam, who performed a variety of original anti-love songs, including Is It Odd and Cinnamon and Pepper. Following Van Dam's opener, Thin Line Comedy performed multiple improv stand-up acts that entertained the audience and filled the night with laughter. After the show, Thin Line Comedy president shared the inspiration for the night's theme.
Since everything's so like lovey-dovey at this time of year, I figured to do something that's not that, because I know me being chronically single, I get tired of it. So I was like, oh, here's an opportunity to do so.
I don't know about you, but I didn't do anything for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I had rehearsal and I had some friends come over after, but we just watched My Bloody Valentine.
Oh.
It's such a cheesy, corny, like stupid little movie, and it was so fun. But you know,
No,
went to bed after that.
I think I did my own makeup and then just watched the movie as well. Not a Valentine's Day one, but
that's fun.
Coming up, details on what SUU students were up to over the holiday break.
And some changes taking place with the SUU Journal. Stay tuned.
Rehearsals for spring semester shows have begun for the theater students, including the show Cloud 9. The play highlights themes of family, identity, and love in all meanings of the word. The cast meets up every weekday from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. to begin preparing for the show. Director Lisa from the SU Theater Department wrote the score that will be used in the show, with lyrics coming from playwright Carol Churchill. Cloud 9 will run alongside another student-run play, Bull Rusher, by Issa Davis. Performances begin the week after spring break in Ames Theater.
Is swing dancing something you'd want to try? We sent Christina on a visit to the Swing Dancing Club to learn more about the group.
I'm Christina Schweiss with SUTV News. Swing dancing is a huge part of Utah culture. The Swing Dancing Club meets every Wednesday and is open to the public. Anyone and everyone can come out to line dance to country music in the SUU multi-purpose gym. Whether you're good or bad, have experience or have none, you can come on out and have the night of your life. Erin Tracy is an avid swing dancer and loves coming out with her friends every week.
I keep coming back to swing dancing because it's like the only time of the week where I actually have fun and get to like hang out with my friends. And I love dancing, and it makes me so happy. It's a really good community, and I've been coming for, I think, 2 years now. And yeah, it's just a great place, a great environment, and I love it.
The instructors will teach you new dance moves and will help you rock the two-steps. Swing dancing is truly for everyone, no matter what age or advancement level you are at. Cheyenne Lonecar first started going to swing last year, and it has now become a part of her weekly routine.
I'd say my favorite thing about swing is you get to like do a lot of exercise and meet a lot of cool people, and you get to do like a bunch of different stuff, and you're always learning something new.
Swing dancing takes place every Wednesday night, starting at 8:30 p.m. and going until 10. Make sure you go out and have the time of your life. Maybe you'll meet your new favorite group of people and make swing dancing a part of your everyday life. Christina Schweiss, SUTV News.
With spring break on the horizon, a number of seniors here at SUU only have one thing on their mind: graduation. In April, students from the class of 2023 will walk beneath the bell tower, completing a major chapter of their lives. Reese Whitaker, a communications student and a Thunder 91.1 employee, is among those graduating. We caught up with him recently to reflect on his time here in Cedar.
The thing I'm going to miss most is the experience and all the friends that I've made, while being here, because I think college is a good experience for most people to have if they're up for the task of a higher level education. Being done with this long journey that I started, 3-4 years ago, and the fact that when I started it was so far away, and now it's only a couple months and I'll be done with school in general, going from high school straight to college.
Reese plans on starting an internship with the media station in Las Vegas, Nevada this summer. Best of luck to you, Reese.
SUU's News Writing Practicum Lab is busy working on stories for the campus community. Every Monday, COM 3502 meets up to write stories for SUU's University Journal. The professor and University Journal manager, Michelle Fogg, joined the SUU team last fall. Students learn how to perfect their craft through writing event previews, reviews, and hard news stories, many of which are published in the University Journal. If you have a story that you think should be in the SUU Journal, pitch your idea at the SUU Journal office in the Student Center.
This past week, Southern Utah University's Department of Theater, Dance, and Art Administration held their first spring concert. The concert took place on February 10th, 11th, and 13th in the Randall L. Jones Theater, titled What Makes You, What Makes Us. It featured 9 works choreographed entirely by students. Each piece featured an interesting take on aspects of humanity, including fear, love, belonging, and freedom. Olivia Wilden also received an award for her choreography that will be presented in Salt Lake City later this year. Christina loves dancing.
She sure does.
I
Honestly,
miss her.
I know. I hope she's doing okay.
I
but
hope she's doing okay as well.
yeah, I used to be a dancer in high school.
I was also a dancer in high
Oh my
school.
gosh,
That's so crazy.
That's something I didn't know about you.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I talk about it too much sometimes.
I feel like I'm not surprised by that. But I definitely
What does
didn't
that
know
say about me?
It means you just give off very, creative is the word I was looking for.
Right, okay.
Very creative vibes. And
What type of dance did you do?
I did ballroom.
Oh, I did ballroom as well.
Oh my
That
gosh,
is so
we gotta
crazy.
talk more.
That's so crazy.
There's a winter storm warning that will drop between 6 and 12 inches of snow from tonight to Wednesday night. Residents can expect high wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. We'll have more on the weather after the break. Welcome back to SUTV. I'm Bria Hansen. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Gone are the days of that warm spring weather. We can say goodbye to the de-thawing of sidewalks on campus. Highs this week are shaping up to average in the mid to high 30s, with lows staying in the 20s until the end of this week. You can see it will start to go back up to the 30s. We are tracking a snowstorm that is supposed to hit southern Utah sometime this afternoon. Snow is expected Tuesday night through Friday evening, lightening up for the weekend, and most likely continuing on Monday. Cedar is in a severe storm warning up until Wednesday. High winds are expected throughout the next week, averaging around 12 miles per hour. This cold front from Canada is here to stay, at least for the next 7 days. But that's all for Cedar City weather.
Thank you so much for that update.
Yeah, of course. I'm not excited for this snowstorm.
No,
I was
that's so
just
crazy.
getting excited to put my snow boots away. I was thinking, like, finally, things are warming up.
I wore a skirt yesterday, and I was just really enjoying the fact that I could just let my legs breathe. I'm so tired of wearing just like warmer clothing. I am not built for cold weather anyway.
I feel that. I love long sleeves, but that's about it.
I can't even do long sleeves. I just want to be in shorts and a t-shirt forever. Leggings aren't warm enough.
So true.
It's crazy. Next, here's a quick look at what's coming up in sports. Coming up on SUTV Sports, we've got SU men's and women's basketball, along with an update on the Flippin' Birds and a preview of the SU softball team. Stay tuned. Welcome back to SUTV Sports. I'm Hannah McKeever. Last Friday, the Flippin' Birds traveled north for a rematch against the Utah State Aggies. SU put up a 197.125 on Friday to beat the Aggies, which matches their season-high score. This outing moved Southern Utah from 21st in the nation to 16th. The Birds now look to compete an undefeated Mountain Rim Gymnastics Conference record on Wednesday, February 22nd at 7 p.m. in the America First Event Center for the My Cause meet. The men had a revenge game against Utah Tech University on Friday, February 18th. Over 4,500 fans packed into the America First Event Center to cheer on the Thunderbirds. They were able to control the entire game and led for all but 3 minutes. SU was able to tie the season series at 1 win each after an 81-71 victory over the Trailblazers. This moves SU's record to an 18-9 overall and a 10-4 in conference, which places them third in the regular season standings. Their next 2 games will be in Texas and will start off against the University of Texas Arlington Mavericks on Thursday, February 23rd. Before heading home, SUU will play a second place Sam Houston State on Saturday, February 25th. On Thursday, February 16th, the women beat University of Texas Rio Grande Valley 73-66. The game of the week was against Stephen F. Austin, who was number 1 in the regular season standings. On Saturday, February 18th, SUU was able to defeat the Lady Jacks 76-58 in the America First Event Center, which gave them first overall in regular season standings. This moved SUU's record to 17-8 overall and 13-1 in Western Athletic Conference. Next up for the Thunderbirds will be a road trip to Texas to battle Abilene Christian University on Thursday, February 23rd, and Tarleton State University on Saturday, February 25th. This week, Southern Utah University softball will travel to Fresno State University for their invitational. They will play Idaho State University and Fresno State Friday, February 25th. On Saturday, the Thunderbirds will play Idaho State and the University of California, Davis. Their final game will be Sunday against UC Davis. That's all I have for SUTV Sports. I'm Hannah McKeever.
Thanks for the update, Hannah.
Of course.
We'll have some more Southern Utah news after the break.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
This week's Apex guest lecturer was poet Javon Johnson. SU's premier event series this week showcased a performance of slam poems. Ryan Paul is the Apex director, and he introduces all of the special guests that come for the Apex Hour. Javon Johnson is a poet who writes about love in all meanings of the word. Javon has a book of poems called Ain't Never Not Been Black, which he signed copies for people as they left the Apex event. SU student Shay Clausen was very excited to see Johnson perform.
I remember being in like high school and I would just like listen to it all the time, and I know we had a poetry class and that would be one of the people we listened to. It was just amazing. He has such good work, like Never Been Happy or Never Been Black. I can't remember at the moment. I literally just woke up, but it was really good. I really appreciate him. He's a great guy.
The next Apex event will occur on March 9th, and the guest speaker will be Leon Logothetis. To learn more about Apex and the upcoming events, go to suu.edu/apex.
A new degree is coming to SUU this upcoming fall semester. Here's Chevy with more information.
This is Chevy Blackburn reporting for SUTV. This fall, students will now have the option to choose from a sports management degree. I was able to interview Professor on campus Hayden Coombs, who came up with the degree.
Emphasis in the communication department. It's called the sports comm emphasis, and this emphasis is going to focus on sports management, sports administration, and really it's been built to give students hands-on experience working in sports. The reason we're able to do this is basically because the sports industry is growing so fast. The sports industry is the biggest branch of the entertainment industry now in terms of jobs, in terms of need, right? So even without a dedicated sports degree here at SUU, we've been able to place dozens of students in the last few years.
Professor Ryan Steinerkirk will be teaching the sports broadcasting class in the spring of 2024, and this is what he had to say for students who are interested.
Ryan Steinerkirk, and I'll be teaching a sports communication class starting spring 2024. I'm excited about it. I think it's really great that SUU is bringing this in. When I was a student here, I did a ton of sports broadcasting, and we have students who are doing it now, but the class will be a great opportunity to improve on what we kind of already do, right? There's not a lot of specific training for how to do a sports broadcast, and so this class will offer that, and I expect it for anyone who cares.
TV, I'm Chevy Blackburn. Now back to the studio.
Students will have the opportunity to sign up for the degree this coming fall.
With recent winter storms, students are forced to drive on treacherous roads to and from campus. However, many drivers increase their chances of an accident by not scraping all of their windows. They arrive at their car 5 minutes before they have to leave, and in an effort to save time, only scrape the window directly in front of the driver's seat. This decision leads to an increase in blind spots and makes drivers more prone to accidents. Madeline Bradley, an SUU student, speaks on her experience.
Treacherous, to put it into one word. There have been 2 times now where I've been pulling out, and people who haven't scraped off all their windows, they just like scrape off like the little baby bit where they can see right out the driver's side. Yeah, they've almost hit me twice now, so it's been kind of crazy.
SUU's Community Education Department started this year with classes from their spring catalog. Wednesday night was the first night of the watercolor class. Located at North Elementary, community members in the class will be learning basic art and watercolor concepts such as transparency and color theory. The watercolor class is a popular option that the Community Education Department offers every year. Assistant Director Susie Knudsen shared the importance of community education.
Community education are important because it's the health of your community is dependent on opportunities to learn and be with your friends and neighbors and connect and learn something new. And as far as the university goes, it's really important to Southern Utah University to always provide learning opportunities to the community, and our department and these offerings are the way that we can connect our community to learning opportunities at SUU.
For more information about community education classes or the department, visit suu.edu/keeplearning.
If you're looking to have some fun and get some exercise, the Ultimate Frisbee Club may be for you. SUU's Ultimate Frisbee Club meets every Tuesday for some friendly competition. The club has not let the cold weather get them down and meets in the multi-purpose gym every Tuesday from 8 to 11 p.m. All are welcome to come and learn and have a good time. For more information, visit SUU's club list at suu.edu/SUUSA/clubs.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Are you looking for something humorous to entertain you this weekend? Look no further than Off the Cuff Comedy, Cedar City's own improv club. Every Tuesday night since 2004, OTC Comedy has aimed to entertain audience members with several games based on audience prompts. Games include ranting about anything from fry sauce and other small inconveniences to heckling each other about improv choices. Perfect for a date night, OTC shows begin at 8 p.m. and tickets are $10 each. Tickets can be purchased at the door or online at otccomedy.com.
If you're interested in rock climbing, SUU is hosting a Learn the Ropes event that is meant just for you. The class held at the PE building is for anyone wanting to learn more about the skills involved in rock climbing. For more information about the class, we have Clayton Hayton to share specific details on what the night will hold.
Yeah, so Learn the Ropes is on Thursday, the 27th, from 6 to 7. Basically, we'll just go through the basics of climbing, how to belay, kind of the lingo and other words for it, safety precautions and things that we'll take, just to help people kind of get exposed to climbing, what it is, and how to be safe while doing it.
For more information, visit the PE building to speak with a rock climbing attendant.
Most students will eventually take their turn at the SUU Testing Center. There are a few things that the staff want you to remember. Make sure that you have some form of your T card, whether that is your physical card or your online ID. Also make sure that your cell phone is shut down and inside your backpack before you go in to take your test. Next, make sure that you are quiet while inside the testing center, as other students are taking tests as well. The testing center is open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. The last check-in time is at 7 p.m., so be sure to arrive early. If you have any questions, visit the SUU Testing Center's website. Okay. On February 16th, SU hosted a guided tour of the Shakespeare Festival's prop shop. We sent one of our reporters to take a look behind the scenes of the Shakespeare Festival.
This is a little resin sculpture piece.
Partners SUU and Visit Cedar City Bryan Head hosted a guided tour at the Shakespeare Festival prop shop. Free and open to the public, participants had the opportunity to learn about the Shakespeare Festival's process into prop making, scene building, and costume designing. The tour was led by 3 hosts: props director Ben Homan, assistant prop director Marielle Bonneau, and production manager and interim scenery director Richard Gurton. Wyatt Eiler, the media manager at Visit Cedar City Bryan Head, shared what he found fascinating from the tour.
I loved coming tonight. This was the second time I've been, actually. I got to go to the first night, and the opportunity to see what goes on behind the scenes at the festival, and the fact that there's just so many tiny moving components that you don't get to see when a production is actually on stage. But to see all the pieces that go into making a production, it's pretty fascinating.
SUU and Visit Cedar City Bryan Head have provided many tours over the course of the school year in celebration of SUU's 125th birthday. The Shakespeare Festival's prop shop marked the last in-person guided tour of the year. SUU communications student Case Tippett was able to take some time out of his busy schedule to attend this community event, which he did not regret.
As a student of SUU, it was really cool to come to this event. I didn't realize it was the last one either when I came here, but it was cool to come around and see what goes into making a play and how that all works and all the props and stuff, because I like props.
Reporting from SUTV, I'm Allie Kellogg.
If you're interested in joining a club this semester, you may want to check out the Anime Club. The Anime Club at Southern Utah University is one of many clubs students can join. The club meets weekly to watch anime that they have voted on their Discord. With free food and drinks, students are more than welcome to come join the club. For more information, students can go to the weekly meetings at the Sterling Church Auditorium every Saturday at 7. Are you an anime fan? Because I watch it every now and then.
Yeah, I watch it every now and again. I just finished watching Death Note for the first
For
time,
real?
and it was very good.
I'm a big Death Note fan. That was
Yeah.
one of my first ones that I watched.
Yeah, I think it was like actually my first real anime show.
Mhm.
Like I grew up watching like Studio Ghibli and stuff, so like it wasn't my first ever anime experience, but anime like TV show.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that one. I watched that. This is aging me just a little bit. I watched that back in junior high.
Oh.
So if that says anything about how old I am. Thanks for tuning into SUTV News. That's all I have for you today. I'm Hannah McKeever.
And I'm Bria Hansen. See you next time.
Your password isn't secure. There's nothing that a hacker loves more. But there's an easy thing you can do to prove the logger in is you. Authenticate, strong authenticate. Make your logins extra safe. Protect your identity from tragic fate. Authenticate, strong authenticate. Use your fingerprint, your face, or a code. At home or work or on the road. 2 steps are safer than 1 or 3 or 4. And keeping data safe is so much fun. Authenticate, strong authenticate. Make your logins extra safe. Protect your identity from tragic fate. Authenticate, strong authenticate.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.